All right, viewers, now cutting across to some breaking updates and live visuals that we are putting out on your screens. A helicopter carrying Art of Living Shri Ravi Shankar made an emergency landing at Erode, in fact, and Shri Ravi Shankar was traveling in a helicopter with 4 others, is what we've been given to understand. And those are the visuals of Shri Ravi Shankar's helicopter that had to make an emergency landing as well. And now, due to the excessive fog and bad weather conditions, the helicopter had to be landed at 10:40 a.m. today. After 50 minutes at around 11:30 a.m., after the sky was clear enough, the helicopter had once again taken off. Now, these are the latest developments that we are putting out on your screens, where in fact the chopper that had been carrying the Art of Living Shri Ravi Shankar had to make an emergency landing there at the Sathyamangalam in Erode. In fact, we were also being given to understand that this chopper had to make an emergency landing because of the bad weather conditions and also because of the excessive fog that was found in that route where that chopper was in fact going. And because of that, we had seen that about 10:40 a.m. today is when the helicopter had to be landed as well. Niranjan, my colleague, is also joining me from the Mumbai newsroom. Niranjan, please tell us more about the route of this chopper and what exactly was the reason because of which this emergency landing had to also be made of Shri Ravi Shankar's chopper. Niranjan.
Well, this is a video that's come in from Tamil Nadu. This is a chopper carrying Art of Living founder Shri Ravi Shankar. The chopper has made an emergency landing at Sathyamangalam in Erode. Emergency landing Sathyamangalam in Erode, and Shri Ravi Shankar was traveling in a chopper with 4 others. And due to excessive fog and bad weather conditions, the helicopter has landed at about 10:40 a.m. this morning. And after 50 minutes, at about 11:30 a.m., after the sky was clear enough, the helicopter took off once again. So it seems like it's landed in an open field from the pictures that we have, and it appears that after about 50 minutes, it landed at about 10:40, and after about 50 minutes, it took off once again. And there are pictures as well of Shri. Pictures of Shri after that's the picture. That's the video where he's seen with his team. And essentially, the chopper landed because of the poor weather conditions. But thankfully, everything went well. It was a successful emergency landing. This was at Sathyamangalam in Erode. And Shri was traveling with 4 others. And due to excessive fog and bad weather conditions, the chopper landed. It had to make an emergency landing. Was on the ground for about 50 minutes and then took off. And let me also tell you that there are pictures that show that, this at least about 50 to 60 local residents at Sathyamangalam and Erode gathered in the area. And videos that also show that eventually the weather perhaps cleared up and eventually the chopper took off. It was an open ground. It appears like it was an open ground where this chopper landed. And we do not have details of the chopper, the carrier, the make of the chopper or the operator of the chopper. But it's clear that from the video, there are foggy conditions. You can't see much. The visibility is low, and I think eventually it cleared up because in some of the pictures you can see that the sun is emerging and the fog clears up, and eventually the chopper takes off. So this is it's been a chopper scare, and thankfully it landed. It found a patch of land to make that landing, and then took off once again without a hitch. About 50 minutes later, Shri Ravi Shankar, yoga, is the Art of Living founder and spiritual guru. He travels a lot. Just to give you a little bit of a background about Shri's travels, his calendar is usually jam-packed. Shuffling from one city to another, shuffling from one state to another, shuffling from one country to another to meet his supporters. He does a lot of work with the society, different people, different kinds of societies, and he's also a very key mediator, a negotiator. Who plays key parts, goes to different parts of the country to bridge the gap between societies. That is something that he's done. And the last time, in fact, We saw him a couple of days ago in the public space was when he was at Davos. So he travels a lot, and thankfully we're all very grateful and
Right, Niranjan.
very happy that it's landed safely.